Yo, what is up, guys? We are back with another round of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks. There's been a lot of leaked information out there, and always as a disclaimer, none of this shit is actually true or is going to be true unless Pokemon, Game Freak, or even Nintendo themselves officially drop new information in regards to the game. So obviously, take everything with a very big, giant grain of salt because more likely than not, it will not be true. So let's get right to it. The biggest news that came out in the rumblings of the leaking world is that Sprigatito's evolution has been leaked, as well as Quaxly evolution. I'm assuming these are going to be final evolution Pokemon. So these are the images that first pop up. Let's expand on this a little bit. So it looks like it's the body part of Sprigatito. Apparently, it's going to be bipedal, which I'm not really a big fan of bipedal Pokemon at this point, especially if you're a cat. And then Quaxly, which was the mysterious thing that we saw in our last video in regards to leaks. Quaxly is actually going to be water and fighting, supposedly. Supposedly, obviously, we don't know if that's true or not. That kind of makes sense because if you look at Quaxly's like base form, it kind of looks like a young Matador. It has the hat and all, so it makes sense. Sprigatito, however, is supposedly it's going to be Grass and Dark. Grass and Dark is useful to a certain extent. The only thing that sucks with Grass and Dark is that you are super vulnerable to U-turn. So good luck with that. We've seen Pokemon like Zarude and Cacturn, Grass and Dark. So we'll see if the actual final evolution of Sprigatito is actually that, and if it does, I hope it has a good hidden ability or ability it can take advantage of. Quaxly, on the other hand, water and fighting, we've seen those before. Urshifu, Rapid Style, we've had Poliwrath. So, nothing crazy. I really do hope these Pokemon have competitive uses. And to be honest with you, Generations 8 pool of competitive Pokemon, like 2 out of 3 of them are phenomenal on their own, and arguably one of the better starters we've seen for quite a while. So yeah, there's that. Also, Mega Evolutions are not back. Apparently that's been leaked as of 2 days ago, because today's the 14th as I'm making this video. So if you're a fan of Mega Evolutions, tough luck. They're probably not going to be in the game. I did not expect this to come back, due to the fact that we've seen Megas and Z moves not return in Sword and Shield, or even new Mega Evolutions being shown for us in the future games from Generation 7 and beyond. So yeah, I'm not really surprised there. Kind of disappointed, because a lot of people do like Mega Evolutions, and Mega Evolutions have a pretty good twist when it comes to competitive play and battling in general, especially seeing our favorite Pokemon finally get a chance to shine. But truth be told, I'm not surprised that this might be the way. So there's that. So cool. So we got them. Oh, and one more thing. I believe they don't mention this. I think Fuecoco's final evolution might have been leaked already, like way back then. Apparently, its final evolution is Fire and Ghost, and that is actually very interesting because the only Fire and Ghost that we ever had is Chandelure line. We've had the Typhlosion from Legends Arceus, and we also have a Alolan Marowak. And to be honest with you, all 3 of those with the same typings are pretty good Pokemon on their own. So I can only imagine having a starter Pokemon with that dual typing. Mwah, chef kisses. In other news, new Amoonguss form has been leaked. It kind of looks like willow trees. I don't know if there's actual trees, and I forgot what the trees. I remember they look like willows. I don't know, seaweed. I don't know what the hell this is, but I do remember faintly seeing this picture somewhere a while ago, probably like last week, and I didn't think it was real. But having a Amoonguss like this is probably gonna be pretty cool. It looks like if it has the thing on top with like the moss or weeds or whatever coming out, it looks pretty cool. I wonder if it swaps its attack and defense though, because Amoonguss is freaking annoying as a bulky guy. Alright, there are more images of new Pokemon. The first image is a new gimmick, which I am pretty going to assume. Let's see if you guys are catching this recording. Okay, yeah. Apparently, this is a new form of Jigglypuff. Yeah, you heard that correctly. I mean, it looks like Jigglypuff. It looks like a new form. Its eyes look different. Maybe its mouth too. Maybe it's like an ancient Jigglypuff. So that's pretty cool. There's also a Flamingo, quote-unquote, Pokemon that has been leaked as well. It does look like a Flamingo to me. It would make sense if the region is based on Spain. And then we have supposedly Lechonk's evolution, which I cannot make any sense of this image. Jesus. And then we have this bull Pokemon, which, uh-oh. Does that look like Tauros? I'm just kidding. I don't know what this is. I mean, it does look like somewhat like a bull. If that white is the horns, it's probably a Buffalon or a Tauros. I mean, again, that's all up to interpretation. So, there's that. The black one is... Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. They're saying this is Lechonk's evolution, if it's in the form of a pig, which makes sense. And then they're saying this one is Quaxly's evolution, the third image. Yeah, Quaxly's evolution. So, I can kind of see the Matador thing, but, I mean, still way too, like, blurry and all that crap. It looks like the Amoonguss and Wigglytuff. Oh, there's Wigglytuff here? That's Wigglytuff? That's not Wigglytuff. Will be a new kind of Pokemon introduced in Gen 9. Not regional forms, not evolutions, but a new concept. How much you want to bet this concept's going to be time travel? Because there's still really no explanation as to why the Hisuian Pokemon will be in this game. We did see like Hisuian Zoroark confirmed in Scarlet and Violet through the trailer. So how do those Pokemon from ancient Sinnoh region come to a more modern era? It has to be time travel, bro. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. Even looking at this Pokemon like Amoonguss, this Amoonguss looks like an older form of the modern Amoonguss that we know now. So I have a feeling time travel is going to be a pretty big factor in this game, because that's the only explanation as to how we can get new Pokemon. I mean, the only thing we've seen is like fossil Pokemon. You know, you can revive them with machines, but with new Pokemon species introduced from archaic times, I wonder how that's going to work. And I'm going to have to assume it might be time travel. So someone mentioned in my previous video that the Giraffe Rig is actually leaked by the Chinese Riddler, and it happens to be maybe true, but again, we're going to take that with a very big grain of salt. The second new mechanic is the type of forms. We still don't know what exactly they are. Okay, so apparently these new mechanics... Oh, it's right here. The crystallization seems to be the main gimmick of the region. All Pokemon can use it, and most NPCs use it in-game. It's activated by a new ball-like item. Crystallization? So every Pokemon can use it? Is this going to be like some type of Z-moves? Or the way they change Pokemon? Perhaps? Maybe change Pokemon based on their stats, appearance, and all that stuff. I wonder how that's going to be. So someone drew Amoonguss. This is not official artwork. Looks pretty cool. If this is actually its official artwork, which is, I mean, they just drew it, so it can't be. And then there's just Wigglytuff. Ooh, Wigglytuff? Jigglypuff. Great art fan based on the new concept. That looks like a feral, like, Jigglypuff. That's kind of cool. Like Dracula. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Mimikyu and Magikarp are in, but not Applin. No difficulty options? Oh, that's a bummer. Elite Four is back. That makes sense. There are classes, exams, and interviews in the game. Okay. Leaks Part 4, which is recently today. The Jigglypuff is in ancient form. Okay, I think this is about to confirm time travel. The crystallization gimmick seems to power up types. So it's like gaining an additional stab. For example, you can power up Pikachu to get a fire type boost. What? But it won't get additional weaknesses? So it's just adaptability for Pokemon. That's interesting. Additional stab. Well, does that mean you're changing the typing of the Pokemon itself, or are you changing the typing of a move? If you're changing the typing, let's say if Pikachu can use Surf and you use this crystal, can it change it to water type to get the boost? That's kind of like a Z move, but like a nerfed Z move, because you're not really using a click buttons to kill. So that's pretty damn interesting. That's so it's kind of like a nerfed Z move, but you can only use moves that the Pokemon can learn. I mean, I don't know how to really interpret that, but that is pretty interesting. So I would assume it's going to be like adaptability, but instead of powering up your moves based on your typing, maybe you get to choose a typing to boost that power. Like, for example, like I said, with the Pikachu that knows Surf, or even Pikachu that knows Fly, a flying type, can I get a flying stab boost? That'd be pretty cool. So it's kind of like the gems somewhat, like normal gem, flying gems from previous generations. That'd be pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie. So, yeah, that's some pretty big news. So, my main thing is, are these Pokemon going to be competitively viable? I have a feeling Among Us might be, because Among Us has been in VGC for quite a while, and it's still pretty viable to this day, and is annoying in singles. Um, I just wonder how this mechanic is going to be. And it says 3 new mechanics. So I wonder what they're actually going to, or gimmicks. I wonder what they actually are. And they kind of talked about this, but I have a feeling time travel is going to be one of them, because there's just no way. I mean, that's the only reasoning that I can come up with to say, hey, we can break. Like, if I was a game game developer at Game Freak, the only way we're bringing back old Pokemon back is through Pokemon Home. But you have to explain why these Pokemon are here. You can't just airdrop them in the middle of nowhere and say, like, hey, here's the old Pokemon from Legends Arceus. Here we go. I think time travel is a pretty big thing. And just looking at the Pokemon, the box cover Pokemon, yeah, it's starting to look like that's going to be the case. But of course, that's not anything official there. So, what have you guys have heard through the grapevine? I want to hear more leaks, if anything. Now, I do acknowledge the Chinese Riddler, who I'm not sure if all these sources are coming from him, but he has a pretty good track record. If you guys want to look up more leak stuff, go check out Chinese Riddler. I believe his name is Ku, Khu. He has a pretty good track record. I remember him all the way back to the Ultra Sun and Moon days. I'm pretty sure he's been around for way longer than that. He's pretty reliable with the leaks. Centro, they, like I said, they also do leaks, but they also are like the news reporter for these leaks. So, anyways, what do you guys think of all the stuff I just covered? Are you guys excited? What do you guys like to see? Are you guys bummed out that Mega Evolutions aren't going to be there? It's your boy Franklin signing out. Peace. Stay tuned to the next video.